Welcome to Himani Coaching Center. We are committed to simplify concepts and amplify confidence of all the students who are watching our videos so that they do exceedingly well in maths, physics, and chemistry. So today we are discussing a very important concept from Vedic mathematics, which is how to find square root and cube root of numbers which are perfect squares and perfect cubes. And then we will also see how to find approximate square root of numbers which are not perfect square. Now, in order to first do the concept of how do we find square roots in a very fast manner, we should know the square of the numbers. Like if the number is 1, square of 1 is 1. Number is 2, square of 2 is 4. Likewise, square of 6 gives me 36. 8 gives us 64. 9 gives us 81. So this is basic thing which we have to keep in mind. Another thing which will do us good is, so if I want to find 35 square, for a number ending with 5, just do 5 times 5, which is this. And this number 3, what is the next number after 3 is 4. So 3 times 12, 4 is 12. So we will get 1225 for a 35 square. Let us say I want to find 75 square. Now 5 times 5 is 25, 7 times 8 is 56. So this is how we find square of numbers ending with 5. Why are we discussing this? You will understand the importance in a while. Now, when we are supposed to find, let us say, square root of 1849. So let us look at, so we do the pairing and look at this number 9, figure out which two digits square give us 9. Can you see? Both 3 and 7 give us 9. So that means the unit digit could be either 3 or 7. Now, which one is the answer? Now, let us look at the number 18 and now again go back to the table. Find the number whose square is just less than 18. So you will find 4 times 4 is 16 and 5 times 5 is 25. So we go back to 4 and we say either the number which is square root of 1849. Either it is 43 or 47. So how do we know which one is this? For that, we will simply find 45 square, which is what I told you the trick. 5 times 5 is 25 and 4 times 5 is. So 1849 is lesser than this. So the square root of 1849 is 43. Okay. Now let us, I have deliberately kept the next question, which is 2209. Let us look at this number. Again, the unit digit is going to be either 3 or 7 and number whose square is just less than 22 is still 4. Okay. So now we will say 45 square gives me 2025. 2209 is greater than 2025. So square root of 2209 is going to be 47. Okay. I hope you guys have understood the trick. This is really very helpful for competitive exams. In fact, in class 10th, when you solve quadratic word problems, the equations which you get, they are actually complete squares. Okay. So it will help you find square roots faster. Now let us quickly understand question number 3 here, which is 7056. Now look at 6. So I'm doing the pairing. Look at this, and 6 comes either with 4 as a unit digit or with 6. So this is unit digit decided. Now 70, a number whose square is just less than 70 happens to be 8. So now let us put this. So either the answer is 84 or 86. How do I know which one is the answer? Find 85 square. So 5 times 5 is 25. After 8 comes 9. 8 times 9 is 7225. This number is lesser. So answer is 84. Okay. So this is how you can find square roots within seconds. Okay, when if you can learn this trick, you don't need to write down also. Now let us look at 9604, the last one. So you can see 4 we get either with a 2 or with 8. So that means the unit digit could be either 2 or 8. So let's write that down. Now 96. So when we look at 96, it is 9 times 9 is 81. We know 10 square is 100. So we can say either 92 or 98. But which one? So let us find 95 square. So 5 square is 25. After 9 comes 10. 10 times 9 is 9025. This number is greater. So 98 is the answer. Okay. So this is how we find out square roots very fast. I'm just writing a question for you guys to solve. So find the square root of 3364. That's a question for you. Let me give you one more because this will help you understand the concept faster. If you do it yourself, you will gain the confidence. So find the square root of, okay. Now let us go and try to understand how do we find cube roots. Okay. For this, again, we are supposed to know cubes of the numbers from 1 to 10. So if you look, cube of 1 is 1, cube of 2 is 8, cube of 3 is 27. So you are supposed to remember this, okay? And it's very easy. If you just put some attention, read it 3, 4 times, it will be with you forever. Okay, not a very great thing to memorize. It's a very small concept of 10 numbers. You can very easily memorize this. Now, what is the way we find cube root? For cube root, like in square root, we were making a pair of 2. In cube root, we start pairing of 3 or a group of 3, and we always start from unit digit. So this is 192, and after that, the other is 941. Now, how do we find cube root? So look at the unit digit, which is 2, and 2 cube gives us 8. So the unit digit of the cube root is going to be 8 only. Now look at this number 941. Go to the table, find out the number whose cube is just less than 941. So if you pay attention, cube root of 9 is 729 while 10 is 1000. So of course the answer is 98. It is very simple trick but very effective. Now let us look at this question 658503. Now look at the number 3. So what was the job? What is 3 cube? It gives us 27. Just write 7. We don't write anything else. We just write the unit digit of the cube. Okay, like 3 cube is 27. We are interested in this for finding the unit digit. Now 658. Go back to the table. You will find 8 cube is 512 and the answer is 87. Okay, now let us apply this trick to small number like 2197. So if you look at 7, 7 cube gives us 3. So the unit digit of this number is 3. Now look for 2. So can you see 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8. So the answer is 13 here. So we have to just look for the number whose cube is just less than 2 and we get the answer. Now let us look at the last one. Here 4 cube gives us 64, so the unit digit is going to be 4. Now look at 13, okay? Why 13? Because see, when I do the grouping of three numbers, we are just left with 13 here. So if you look here, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, so 2 cube is less than this, so the answer is 24. I hope you guys are enjoying it. This is very simple method, and I am now writing 2, 3 questions for you to solve. So I would want you to give the answer for 474552. That's one. Okay. It is always good to practice because practice will make you gain confidence. Okay. So I'm just writing another number. Just a second. I'm just copying the question down and the number is now sixth one. This is for you to find. Sixth one is 175,616. One more I will give you, and that would be. So this is how we find the number cube root and square root of perfect cubes or perfect square. Now let us look at this. How do we find square root of numbers which are not perfect square? So like question number one says find root of 17. Now we know 17 is not a perfect square. So what should we do? So 17 for us is becoming P. So we say P is 17 and we will use this formula which says root P equals root Q plus within brackets P minus Q upon 2 root Q. Now what is Q? So Q is the nearest perfect square number. Okay. Q is the nearest perfect square number which we will put in this equation. So if you guys look at 17, what is the nearest perfect square to 17? It is 16. So we know P is 17 and Q is 16. So now let us apply this. I'll just use different color. Okay. So now I'm finding root of 17 and I'm saying it is equal to root of 16. Why? Because Q is 16 here plus P minus Q. So 17 minus 16 by 2 times root 16. Again, I'm giving you the steps. Once you get confident when this, you don't need to write also. You can just do it in your mind. So this will give us approximate value. So now root of 16 we know is 4. And here you will have 1 and 2 times 4 is 8. 1 upon 8 would be 0.125. So we can just do that. Okay, and you will get just a second. So we do this. So what do you get? You will get 25 over 200 multiply again with 5. So you get 125 by 1000 and that is why I'm saying 0.125. Again, another Vedic mathematics trick which I will do in some other class. So this is how we solve. So the answer for root 17 is 4.125. Okay, let us do one more. Okay, so here we found that the square root of root 17, what was P, what was Q. Now let us look at question number 3, which is 82. Or let me take a number which actually is smaller. So let us look at this 24. So what is P here? So P is 24. Nearest perfect square happens to be 25. So that is Q. So now in order to find root 24, I have to do what? Root Q. So root of 25 is a 5 plus P minus Q. Now 24 minus 25 is a minus 1 and divided by 2 times square root of 25 which is 5. Okay. Can you guys see? Now I'm doing it in the mind and the steps I'm following is this one. Okay. So you get 5 minus 1 over 10 which is 5 minus 0.1 or 4.9 is the answer. So that is the approximate value of root of 24. I hope you guys are understanding it and it's a very good trick to use where the questions do not want us to give the exact value. You know, in your school exams and all, whenever we get questions, word problems and all, their approximate values work. So that is the way, perfect way of solving those questions. So let us look at root of 82. So by now, I hope you have understood P is going to be 82. Q, the nearest number, actually is 81. So if I have to find root of 82, root of 81 happens to be 9 plus P minus Q. So which is 82 minus 81 over 2 times 9. Okay. So you will get 9 plus 1 by 18. Now we have to solve for 1 by 18. For that, you will have to actually do the long division. So you will get 18 and you put a 0 here because this is not divisible. Put a point, put a 0 again. You have to put another 0 and 18 fives are 90 and this will repeat now. Okay, because that will happen. So we get 9.055 as the approximate value for root of 82. Now, I would want you to apply the concept and find root of 35. Let me put one more question and let us look at 7's table 49. So you can find root of 48 and you will know that how to use the concept. So that's all for this session. If you are new to the channel, do like, subscribe, and press the bell icon because we are going to be coming out with many more videos to make the concept simpler so that your confidence gets more and more amplified in dealing with maths, physics, and chemistry. If you have liked the video, please share with your friends also. Help me spread word. We are committed to simplify maths and amplify confidence of all our students who are watching the video. Thank you.